Hi guys, hope you're doing well, hope you're thriving. My name is Doreen. Welcome to the new subscribers. I have noticed we have gotten very many new subscribers. Welcome to the channel. And to the new subscribers, my name is Doreen. This is a channel where I will share lifestyle content that is authentic, motivational, encouraging, and fun. So we talk about motherhood, we talk about parenting, talk about fashion, talk about skincare, other care, cooking, everything lifestyle, like life in general, everything that pertains it, we talk about it. So you are very welcome. And if those are the things that you're interested in, please hit the subscribe button and also hit the like button. Share the videos with your friends. I have so many videos on the channel. You can go and watch them and catch up with everyone else. You are very welcome. Feel at home, feel comfortable. So I recently did videos of how I had a painless pregnancy with fibroids, my CS experience, and the things I never expected after having a CS. And you guys showed those videos so much love. Thank you so much for showing love to those videos. I can see you guys commenting, watching, and all that. So in this video, I'm going to share with you some of the things I experienced with a newborn. So the things that happened to the baby that I never expected, you guys, that I never expected, that I never anticipated. So yeah, let's get into it. So one of the things that I never expected was the umbilical cord. Like, for some reason, I thought that it was going to fall off very quickly. And everyone, of course, else, thought that it was going to fall off quickly. So first and foremost, cleaning that umbilical cord of the baby, like you feel like the baby is hurting so much. Already, even now you're feeling the pain. Just know it was not an easy thing. My baby's umbilical cord had not fallen by the time I went for that first visit of 1 week before, 1 week after birth. My baby's umbilical cord had not fallen. But they say that you keep it clean. So I would get gauze, wrap it around some cotton, and then use saline water to clean, around the umbilical cord, and keep it clean so that there is no sap building up in the umbilical cord and all that. So I was doing that. I even had my sister at home who is a doctor who was doing it, but the umbilical cord was not falling. And then another thing that no one ever tells you to expect is the advice. Someone told me, do not go to the hospital, for that first visit before that umbilical cord falls off. You guys, I felt like I had failed my baby. I felt as like, how am I going to raise this baby if I cannot even take care of an umbilical cord? Like, what am I doing? I thought I was killing the baby. Oh my God. And then if you add the postpartum blues, that means crying and crying and crying. You guys, it was so tight. But eventually it, fell off. I think I even had to buy Umbilical. I'll insert a picture here of that tube that I got. I would clean and then apply it. And then at some point, my sister, was in the process of retying it so that, tighten it further. Maybe they had it. She was like, maybe it was loose. They had tied it loosely. That's why it's taking long. Yeah, and then it fell off eventually. So my baby's umbilical cord is okay. It is the thing, the hole is, forming, it's going back. Yeah, so that is something no one told me, that maybe your baby's umbilical cord may take longer than other people's umbilical cord. But you have not failed. It is okay. Every baby's umbilical cord falls off. at the right time. So that is one of the things. Another thing that no one told me, that when you have a newborn, that at some point their skin starts to peel. You guys, I woke up one morning and my baby's, skin had started peeling. I was like, oh my God, I have killed my baby. What have I done? Like, that has caused the skin to behave like this. I called everyone. I was like, what have I done? I've killed the baby. What? You girl, I think every time, you guys, I was always in panic mode. If you're a first-time mom, please comment down below and tell me, was I overreacting? Was I overreacting about everything? Yeah, so I woke up, I will insert a picture, and you see, I woke up and the skin started to peel. So I took pictures and shared with my friends. Shout out to all my friends who have come in handy for me. We are raising this baby. They say a baby is raised by a village. It has really been a village. My mom friends who have been praying with me, advising me, telling me, that's okay. That is nothing. What? Something like that. Yeah, so I shared with my friend, and my friend told me, that is normal. That is the skin, the outside skin has to peel off, and then a new skin will come. So what you do when you shower the baby, just oil them, that the whole body will peel off, and then a new skin will come. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, okay, I'm not killing my baby. You guys, every time anything would happen to the baby, I would be like, okay, now I have failed the baby. I have failed the baby. Yes, so that is one of the things that happened that I did not expect as a first-time mom. Then another thing that happens when you're a first-time mom and you don't know any better is the advice that you get from everyone and anyone, you guys. Everyone who has ever given birth, everyone wants to give you advice according to their experiences, according to what they went through. But sometimes that advice is good and bad. Sometimes it can be detrimental to the mother who is trying to figure out everything. They always say that a mother's instinct or something like that. Like a mother has that instinct of knowing how to take care of the baby. I'm not refusing. Advice is good. I learned a lot from the advice they gave me. They taught me how to latch my baby. They told everything, any issue I would have. I would call people and they give me advice. But some of that advice, people, is uncalled for. It is sometimes some of it is so detrimental, to the mother, to the baby. You guys, some of that advice, yeah. So anyway, when you receive advice, you sieve through it and see, is this building me, or it's just here to distort, to distort and disorganize my life? And then choose which to take and which one to leave. So that is very important. So don't take all the advice that you're given. Choose which to take and which one to leave. So another thing that happened is, I think when the baby is born, they put tetracycline. They call it kazindi in my language. Tetracycline in the eyes, maybe to remove those things, like when he or she was seeing in the womb, maybe the amniotic fluid entered the eyes and all. Anyway, so a few days later, my baby started getting those yellow things. What? Like those things that go in the eyes, the yellow ones. I was like, isn't my baby going to be blind? What are these? What? So I took a picture and sent it to my gynae. I was like, my baby has these things in the eyes. I don't know what to do. So he told me to go and buy tetracycline and put in the eyes of the baby. So I went and bought and started putting, and then the yellow things stopped coming and her eyes were clear up to now. But when she gets those things, I just put tetracycline and she is okay. If she's not okay, you further consult the doctor. Yeah, so that is one of the things that I did not know, that I found out on the job. Then another thing that happened with my baby, I don't know if it happens to all babies, comment down below if it happened to your baby, is sometimes my baby's lips would shake, her lips would shake. I was like, now what is happening to the baby? What? So I talked to my sister and she told me, that is a neurodevelopment issue. It will go, like by 4 months it will have gone, and if it has not gone, you go and see a doctor. I was like, oh, okay. And truth be told, like true to it, it went, that thing went, her lips no longer just out of the blue shake. You can get scared as a first time mom. You're like, now what is happening? Yeah, so that is one of the things that happened to my baby, and now it stopped. It went actually, because she's making 5 months tomorrow. Yay! Yeah, so that is one of the things that I experienced that I was scared about. And then another thing that happened to the baby was the rash. I don't know, do all babies get that rash that hits in different parts of the body and then goes? It hits, it goes, it hits, it goes, it hits like the neck area. The baby has rash like all over the neck. And then you continue to shower the baby, continue to smear the baby oil, and then it goes, then it hits the face, then it goes, hits the arms, then it goes like... So people used to tell me the things inside that are coming out, but I was like, why does the baby have to go through this, Yeah, so that is another thing that happened that I was, scared about, but it also went. My baby now has a smooth skin. Yeah. Another thing that, like when you come from hospital, okay, if you've not given birth to a big baby, when you have a small baby and you're looking at the baby, you'll be like, will this baby ever grow? Will they ever put on weight? Will they, like you have all these questions and you have all these things on your mind and you can't understand them. But I'm here to tell you the good news is that your baby will grow, your baby will put on weight, your baby will, be healthy, start laughing, start dancing and playing. Yeah. So be hopeful, be optimistic. If this is your week 1 with the baby is going to grow and she is going to be okay. God handpicked you to be the mother to that baby. He knew that you would manage. He knew that, that baby needed someone like you to be in their corner. Yeah, so the baby will grow fat, yeah, and you will enjoy your baby. Yeah, so another thing that, of course, this one I expected it, though it did not happen to me, was colic. You guys, one thing I thank God for is that my baby did not get colic. Like those things of staying up all night but the baby is crying, I did not experience that. My baby would wake up like twice or thrice in the night to feed and sleep again. On rare occasions, I think like once or twice, is when she would cry and then we put her to walk around the room with her and then she would sleep. But other times up to now, my baby has been peaceful, my baby has been calm, and I attribute all that to God. I remember when I was still pregnant, there's a book I was reading. I'm going to share with you the title of that book. I'll put it here. And towards the last week, so the lady, like that week is week by week prayer for your pregnancy. Like this week, they'll tell you now the brain is developing. This week, the muscles are developing. This week, the heart is something like that. So towards the end of the book of the pregnancy, the lady said you should pray for a calm and peaceful baby. You guys, we prayed for a calm and peaceful baby, and the baby has been calm, the baby is peaceful, the baby is joyful, So I did not experience anything like colic with my baby. Yeah, so those things of telling you every baby does this, every baby gets this, every baby gets this, that is not true. When you pray to God, you pray. I know sometimes you say, but I prayed, but colic still came. Just keep your hope and trust in God. I know there are also so many other things that your baby experienced or did not experience that other babies have experienced. But personally, I thank God that my baby did not go through that. And then another thing that I would like to mention about that, my friends have shared some of the remedies that they used for colic. Some of them used neem leaves, boiling them and giving the baby some like a spoonful or less, or some drops of neem to ease, the stomach and all that. Others use tomato juice, others use mushroom, other people just feed the baby. I know the doctors always just tell you, just feed the baby, just keep the baby fed. She will not go through all that. And I was thinking, like, I don't know if I was thinking or if I read it somewhere, that gas causes the baby to have colic. So, I pray to God as I go. If my baby has gas, let her pass the gas. It is okay. If it is because of the the food that has been digested, the milk that has been digested, and it wants to come out, I mean, like stomachache kind of thing. Let her pass the stool, let her pass the gas, instead of her being there and she's suffering because of colic. And God has been so faithful. You know, like if my baby has gas, she passes the gas and she doesn't first go there, you know, to cry and all that. And for that, I am grateful to God. I'm really grateful to God that my baby did not get colic. Also, comment down below if your baby got colic. What are some of the things that you use to help with the colic, to ease the baby's colic symptoms? Comment down below so that someone can pick a leaf or two in case their baby goes through that, or their baby is having colic right now. You can comment down below some of the things that you used to work on that, to ease that pain for the baby. Yeah, another thing with a baby that they do not tell you are the baby blues. I really don't know what happens to the hormones. It's like they all, you know, just be all over the place. You guys, I would wake up one morning and I would just cry. Then they'll ask me, what is it? Oh, of course, at first, you know, like that first week you're in pain and all that, you know, but the blues, like you don't know how to feel, you don't know what you're feeling, what you're not feeling, like it's just a mixture of emotions. Yeah, so those baby blues come. Some people get them, some people do not get them. Some people actually they escalate to depression. If someone doesn't have enough help, they're doing everything by themselves, the baby's crying, the breast milk is not coming, they don't know how to latch the baby. You know, all those things can escalate into depression and all that. And I really sympathize with each and every person, you know, that has gone through that or is going through that. My prayer is that God will come through for you and sort you out. God will come through for you and comfort you, sort you out, teach you how to latch the baby, bring the breast milk, increase the breast milk so that your baby can have enough to eat, and all that. We have to keep praying for one another. If like your friend has a baby and has reached out to you and is going through all that, be sure to encourage them and pray for them. If you have a way of doing something that helped you and can help them, you also share with them so that, you know, we can learn from each other. A friend of mine told me a story of how they helped our friend how to latch the baby. And, you know, it was such an emotional story. And I'm really grateful for people who come through, you know, in that moment of need. Yeah, so what the baby mainly will feed, sleep, poop. So you as a mother, you're just changing diapers, feeding, you know, soothing the baby to sleep and all that. Like those first few weeks, that's what happens with the baby. Then the baby grows. Yeah, so that's basically it. Feed, sleep, poop. If you're an expectant mother, the first weeks, that is what you'll be doing. You feed the baby, clean the diapers, change the baby, shower the baby, and that is all. And the baby will be sleeping most of the time. I also thank God so much for my friends who came in handy for me, my mom friends. I'm not going to mention each and every one of them, but each and every one of my friends who is a mom has given me advice that has helped me move forward in this parenting journey. And I'm so grateful to God for you guys. I'm so grateful to God to have given me such friends at this time so that they can work with this journey with me. Thank you so much if you're there for me. Even up to now, you know, when the baby gets any issue, I always call my friends. I'm like, I'm seeing this, and this. Did you experience it? Yes or no? If they did, they tell you what they did. I tried. If it's not working out, you go to the doctor. It's something like that. A baby is raised by a village, if like I had said before. Yeah, so, but one last important thing is prayer. Pray about anything. Pray about everything. Pray, like pray, keep in prayer about everything. Pray for your baby. There's an online WhatsApp fellowship that I'm part of newborn mothers of newborns, and the pastor was telling us that most of the newborns are raised by prayer, like they grow on prayer. Those things of every time being in hospital, what, I'm not saying if your baby is not okay, don't go to hospital, but prayer works. Like you can pray for your baby and your baby is okay, like they don't fall sick and all that. I remember the time I went to hospital recently. I went to hospital with my baby. She was 4 months, making 5 months, and I remember the nurse asking me, "But have you ever been to hospital with your baby?" I was like, "No." "But you mean you've never gone to hospital with your baby?" I was like, "No, I've never brought the baby to the hospital." And she was so shocked, meaning like there are so many people out there whose babies, like they're always taking the babies to the hospital. Yeah, so I'm grateful to God for that. I cannot take any credit for that. I thank God for always coming through every time we pray. The things we pray about, the things we don't pray about, God is there, ready to listen, ready to answer our prayers. So mothers, I call upon you to let us join hands and join hearts and pray for our children. Keep them in prayer, cover them in prayer, and I know they will grow up to be important people in society, and they will grow up to be children that fear the Lord and are respectful of man. So those are some of the things that I wanted to share with you. If you're an expectant mom, if you're a first-time mom, or even, they say a mom, you can be a mom. Like every time you give birth, it's your first time, because it's your first time with that baby. Yeah, so if you're a first-time mom, in your 1 week, the first week with the baby, those are some of the things that, I have shared that I experienced, and some of them I continue to experience them and or practice them, especially prayer. If there's something else that I've left out and you are a mom, please comment down below in the comment section. Share with me some of the experiences that you had during that first 1-2 weeks, those first weeks with the baby. What happened to the baby that you never expected? How did you go about it? Please leave the comments in the comment section. Let's learn together, let's grow together. So that is it for this video. If you haven't subscribed, again, please subscribe. Welcome to the channel, the new members. We love you, the gang, all the people who have been here for long. Welcome the new members, welcome them, clap for them and sing for them and give them something to eat. Yeah, you're very welcome to the channel. And yeah, so on this channel we always say progress is progress, no matter how small. So keep moving, keep growing, and keep glowing. See you in the next video. Bye bye.